Hello guys and welcome to another log of Digimon Pendulum Color Metal Empire, and for today's log we have Andromon. So yes, so nice to see this guy again. We've seen him on Digimon version 3 Color, and now we are seeing him again in the Metal Empire Digimon Pendulum. But of course, as usual, the Digimon that appears in both sets of devices, the sprites, when it's static looks the same, but the sprite animation have some slight differences. Right, we have encountered several of that already. Biomon is one of them, Meramon, just to name a few, Birdramon, Seadramon, and so on. So anyway, before we continue today's log, just have to say if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel because I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week. If you're interested in such content, go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Andromon's Gatling missile and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get into today's log. We have Andromon here. As usual, we start with etymology and origin of his name. In terms of etymology, honestly, I don't think it needs much explanation. Andromon is short for android, and it's an android. So yeah, it's a robot. It's a humanoid robot. So that's pretty much it. In terms of his profile on Digimon.net, it gets a little more interesting. I like this kind of profile, and I'll get to that a little bit. So, Andromon here is an android Digimon. It's powerful enough to take out any Digimon of less than ultimate level with a single blow. So if you're less than ultimate level, it's gonna strike you once and you're dead, according to its resume here. So, developed as a prototype for android Digimon, Andromon was created as a machine-based model. At the same time, Bookmon was made to be an organic one. So I like this reference. I think they mentioned it in Bookmon's log as well, profile as well, that Bookmon is the organic prototype while Andromon is the machine-based prototype. So I like that cross-referencing between the two profiles. The same techniques were then appropriated for use in other Digimon, including Metal Greymon, Megadramon. So that's cool. They also talk about how how the other Digimon is based on Andromon. And since Andromon is a prototype, it lacks emotions and has no will of its own, acting only in accordance with its programming. After its programming was upgraded based on data obtained from Andromon on Foul Island, its strength increased dramatically. So this is so cool. They actually mentioned that there's Andromon on Foul Island. For those who don't know, Foul Island is the lore around Digimon devices that are based from Digital Monsters version 1 to 5. So Digimon Color version 1 to 5, any Digimon that's in that roster are Digimon from Foul Island. And any Digimon that is in Digimon Pendulum Color version 1 to 5 and 0 are considered Digimon on Folder Continent. So that's how the lore differs. So the Folder Continent Digimon are apparently a lot stronger than the Digimon on Foul Island. So its strength increased dramatically, and it uses its special move Spiral Sword to fire energy blades from its arms. It's pity that the profile on Digimon.net doesn't mention his other attack called Gatling Missile. So Gatling Missile is kind of like the Giga Destroyer attack that launches from its chest, right? So, I'm mistaken. There's some machine guns that can fire from its chest plate, from the chest plate. So, similar to how Metal Greymon has chest plates that open up to fire missiles. So Gatling Missile is supposed to be that, but unfortunately they didn't feature that, so that would have been cool to explain this profile. But in the anime, I recall seeing this attack as well. So that is Andromon's profile on Digimon.net. Since we're done with that, let's take a look at its evolution conditions. And we do that, we have to go to humulos.com, a highly recommended website for all your evolution condition needs. I always go to humulos.com to check any of my evolution conditions. If you're ever stuck trying to raise a specific Digimon and you're not sure how to do it, go to humulos.com. You'll be able to find your answers there. So Andromon here evolves from a few Digimon, Revolvemon, Clockmon, and Tankmon. So Revolvemon and Clockmon evolves naturally into Andromon by having 1+ condition hearts, 15+ battles, and 80% win ratio. They will evolve naturally into Andromon. Tankmon, on the other hand, evolves via Jogress, so just make sure that you Jogress with the correct attribute of Digimon and you should be fine. So that is how you get Andromon in your evolution conditions. Since you're done with that, let's take a closer look at its sprite, shall we? Alright, let's take a closer look at Andromon's sprite here. He's been idling across the screen and it looks so cool. Just look at it. Honestly, I think I mentioned this in the Digimon version 3 log for Andromon's sprite as well. It honestly looks like an ape. I think they originally wanted to design him as an ape, like an android ape, like a metal Itsudemo kind of thing. But they just called it Andromon, and then the artwork just looks really different from the sprite. But regardless, I think they tried with the color. I think it still represents the artwork to some extent, but not as much as you can hope for how Andromon should look. I mean, Andromon looks really structured, symmetrical, and then here you have this very ape gorilla-like thing. So, yeah, I don't. Let's take a look at his other animation. So let's go with the feeding animation. Sorry. So give it a piece of meat. Nope, it doesn't want any meat. No meat. Alright, let's give it a piece of protein. Alright, the way he opens his mouth looks really like, whoa. Okay, let's do some training animation as well. Oh, I realized I haven't switched on the sound. Let me do that. Is the sound on full? Let me just, is it max? I prefer it the softer volume. Alright, let's go with his training animation. See, softer is like so loud, right? Even at the first setting. Alright, mega hit. There we go, this spiral sword. This is how it looks like. So in version 3, he actually fires Gatling missile if I remember correctly. So he shoots a missile there. But in Metal Empire, his attack animation or his attack particle, projectile or whatever you call it, is a spiral sword, which is actually one of the more common attacks he uses in the anime. But he does use Gatling missile as well, which was featured in the version 3 sprite and his attack animation. But here we are looking at this spiral sword. That's why that crescent attack is that crescent kind of sword. Like, it's almost like a lightsaber that can project forward and becomes a ranged attack. Cool. Alright, he's angry. That's his angry animation. Do you see his happy animation? His happy animation looks really creepy, honestly. I have to say, that's the only thing I can say. It looks really creepy. Let's just look at it again. Actually, I can look at it when battle form as well. I'm gonna do some battles. Yeah, it's like his smile is so wide. Come on. And if you look at the center, it's supposed to be the teeth, but it looks more like glowing eyes to me, like the white eyes. But I think they're not. They're supposed to be teeth, yeah, because his eyes are supposed to be the red dot that you see there. It honestly moves around too much like an ape. I really feel like they were originally designing him to be more like a metal Itsudemo kind of thing, and then they decided to just call it Andromon, and then they decided to design a proper metal Itsudemo. But there's not enough discussions about this for me to prove my theory. So let's do some battles, just at least one. Toy Agumon should be okay. It's vaccine against vaccine, ultimate against rookie. I should fare well in this battle. Let's take a look. Alright. Doing well so far. Good job. Let's go. Nice one. And there we go. Woohoo! Alright, who's the next contender? I will avoid that because it's vaccine against data, so no. Even though it's ultimate against rookie, the attribute disadvantage is still gonna be quite problematic, so I usually avoid such cases to avoid diminishing my win rate. So let's look at the evening sky. Alright, so I like to see the color change and how the background of the color change and how the Digimon actually looks against that backdrop. And I think here Andromon looks cool. Let's see sleeping animation as well. That's his sleep. Oh wow! I didn't expect this at all. This to me is a very unique sleeping animation. I think on the right side what we are looking at is a charging device to charge Andromon. So I don't think Andromon's sleeping animation in version 3 was like this at all. So they changed it significantly, and I really like this. This is one of the very good examples of what I consider a unique sleeping animation where it looks drastically different from their static animation. The typical less unique kinds are just the same animation or same sprite, where his eyes are closed, is slumped over, sitting down, sleeping, lying down. But this is one of those that is more unique. You can see a charging station of sorts, and it's charging on a charging station, so that's cool. I really like this. So Andromon is recharging, yeah, for another day of battles. So that's it for his sleeping animation, and that's it for today's Andromon's log. If you haven't already, please go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Andromon's Spiral Sword and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I recommend every Digimon they are raised, and I have playlists for Vital Bracelet, Vital Bracelet PE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, and Digivise Color Evolution as well. So please feel free to check out those playlists, they are right here. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!